AITA for refusing to give my grandmother's wedding ring to my brother's fiancée, even though she was promised it. I, 29F, grew up incredibly close to my grandmother. She was my rock, my safe space, and honestly my second mom. My parents both worked long hours, so I spent a lot of my childhood at her house. She taught me how to bake, told me stories about her life, and always made me feel like the most special person in the world. We had this unspoken understanding that no one else in the family quite shared. One of my favorite things about my grandmother was how deeply sentimental she was. She kept letters from her childhood, old trinkets from her travels, and most importantly, she always talked about her wedding ring, the beautiful heirloom she had worn for over 50 years. It had a delicate gold band with intricate engraving and a modest but stunning diamond. It wasn't just jewelry. It was a symbol of love, commitment, and family. As I got older, she started mentioning that she wanted the ring to stay in the family. But when I was around 20, she specifically told me that she wanted me to have it. She said, "You're my only granddaughter, and this ring belongs with you." I remember crying when she told me that because it meant so much to me. When she passed away a few years later, my family respected her wishes, and the ring was given to me. I've kept it safe ever since, waiting for the day I could wear it as my own wedding ring. Enter my brother, 31M, and his fiancée, 26F. They recently got engaged, and I was genuinely happy for them, until my brother blindsided me by asking for my ring. He didn't even ask really. He told me that he needed it because he was proposing. It was so casual, too, like, "Hey, can you bring grandma's ring over?" I need it for the proposal. I was completely caught off guard. I just stared at him and said, "Wait, what?" He sighed, already annoyed. "Grandma's wedding ring. You have it, right?" Mom said it was meant to stay in the family, so I needed to propose to fiancé's name. I was still processing what he was saying, so I just said, no. He looked at me like I had personally slapped him. "What do you mean, no?" I told him that grandma gave me the ring and that it wasn't some heirloom up for grabs. It was something deeply sentimental that I had always planned to use myself. That's when he dropped a bombshell. I found out that my mom had apparently promised his fiancée the ring years ago. I was completely floored. No one had ever told me about this. According to my brother, our mom had told his fiancée that the ring would be hers when he proposed. She had been dreaming about it for years. I was stunned. "Wait, Mom told you that? Why didn't anyone ask me?" My brother just shrugged. "Because it's supposed to stay in the family. You don't even have a fiancé yet, so why not let me use it now? You're just keeping it locked away." That's when his fiancée burst into tears. She started sobbing and saying she had always imagined wearing that ring, that it was her dream engagement ring, that I was being unfair for keeping it when I wasn't even using it yet. I felt horrible that she was upset, but at the same time, it wasn't her ring to expect. I tried to be as gentle as possible, but I firmly told them, "I'm really sorry if there was a misunderstanding, but this ring is mine. Grandma gave it to me before she passed. It was her decision, and I'm respecting her wishes." My brother looked furious. "Are you serious? You're seriously going to be this selfish over a ring? It's not like you even have a boyfriend, let alone a fiancé. It makes way more sense for me to use it now, instead of you just hoarding it for someday." That word, hoarding, set me off. I took a deep breath and said, "This isn't about when I use it. It's about the fact that it was given to me. Not you, not anyone else. Me. I don't care what Mom told you guys. That wasn't her decision to make." His fiancée kept crying, and my brother just shook his head, saying I was ruining a special moment for them. Then he stormed out. Not even an hour later, I got a call from my mom. She immediately started with, "Honey, I didn't think this would be such a big deal." I cut her off. "You told them they could have the ring without even asking me?" She had the nerve to sound exasperated. "I just assumed you wouldn't mind. It's not like you're engaged yet. And it's tradition for the oldest sibling to have it first." "What tradition? That's not a thing. Grandma gave it to me. She wanted it to stay in the family," my mom argued. "And this is a beautiful way to do that. Why are you being so difficult?" I was so angry I could barely think straight. "I'm not being difficult. This was never your decision to make. Grandma didn't give the ring to the oldest sibling. She gave it to me. If she wanted brother's name to have it, she would have said so." Mom sighed like I was being unreasonable. "Look, I understand it has sentimental value, but think about how much this means to your brother. You have the power to make this really special for him and fiancé's name. Don't you want to do the right thing?" I lost it. The right thing was for you to not make promises about something that was never yours to give away. She got quiet for a moment before saying, "I'm just really disappointed in you." That stung, but I stood my ground. Since then, my whole family has weighed in. My dad is staying out of it, smart man. But my aunt and uncle think I'm being too sentimental and that I should let my brother use the ring because it's already happening for him. My brother has been giving me the cold shoulder, and his fiancée refuses to even look at me. The only person on my side is my best friend, who basically told me, "Screw them, it's yours." Honestly, I feel so emotionally drained. I never wanted this to become such a big deal, but I refuse to be guilt-tripped into giving up something so important to me. So, Reddit, AITA for refusing to give up my grandmother's wedding ring, even though my brother's fiancé thought it would be hers.